everybody. Welcome back to the Billion Berri Bounty Podcast with your host, E. Tony the Prophecy and Wolphnara. Introduce himself though.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's the pirate with the blunt. Nigga, what's poppin', your boy Wolphnara?
Hey, Cosmic Armada. You already know when they pull up, man, shit. It be smoking, be loud when they can't even open up the door without motherfucking smoke flying out.
Yo, dog, I smoke so much, bro. Like, fucking, if I'm not smoking on stream or on the video, people ask, like, are you okay? Are you alright?
Are you cool today? I don't see it, motherfucker. Are you alright? You cool?
It was one day, yo, I didn't have no weed. The plug didn't even pull up on me that day. It was a dude, and she was like, yo, bro, it don't feel the same without the kush cows, bro. What's your cash app, bro? Because I'm going to send you some money so you can get high. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that's a real one. That is a real loyal member.
Shout out my nigga TFP, bro.
I swear to God. He said, nigga, something ain't right. Do you need something? Do you need it? I got you.
I got you, G. Give me the cash app.
But hey, y'all, so we finna go after chapter 985 of One Piece. Shit, I just got done rereading it because, you know, the translations was trash, but it still did the job and it had me excited.
It was.
Regardless.
3 different languages, bro. Three different languages.
Listen, they tried. Listen, that's what you get for trapping the bandwidth. That's what you get for trapping the bandwidth. You know what I mean? We could have all waited to now. We could have all waited to today. But, you know, the wait was too real. We couldn't wait. So, hey, we deal with bad translations, which is cool. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, it was a good chapter. I thought it was amazing. It was worth the reread, and I'll probably reread it again. But before we go any farther, let me know what you think, bro. What did you think? We're going to go into detail like we always do. But how did you... keep it short, though, so we don't give it all away. But overall, what did you think, man?
One, I don't know if Kara joined the Straw Hats after this chapter.
You already know.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a Kara supporter for the Straw Hats after this chapter. I'm not gonna lie, nigga. This chapter got me hype, bro. It got me in my bag, nigga. Okay, but that's all I'm gonna say until we get into more detail.
No, I don't understand. See, you know what's something crazy? I always thought Kara was gonna be a part of the Straw Hats regardless because it's only. All right, so you'd think of Big Mom, right? And you just think of her pirate crew, and you're like, okay, it's not her pirate crew is not only family, but like they're all different, like or she had a different part of race or a different race in her family. Shank's crew is mostly humans. Kaido's crew mostly humans and pleasures and stuff like that. So I mean, like you only think that Luffy would have a mink, a fishman. You know what I mean? You already know in the Grand Fleet we got
long legs,
long arms. I don't know if we got long necks, but we got giants. You got all that stuff. But in the main Straw Hat crew, it's only right for a minx to be there. And I think that Carrot, her role is just gonna be what Zoro used to do. She's gonna be the lookout. You know what I mean? Like, and I think they kind of hinted at that a few times. Where every time we see Carrot, if we on the ship, where was she at?
Talking shit with Chopper.
She was a lookout, bro.
At the top of Chopper.
Or yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. So I think she'll be the lookout. But now, the Straw Hat, by the end of this arc, because we already officially has Jinbei, which we officially got Jinbei this arc, right?
Yeah, officially.
As a Straw Hat. But by the end of this arc, we're going to have 2 more, I think. 2 more main Straw Hats. Both women are older.
So, like,
they both will be a part of it.
Do you think we're going to get that, like, Usopp moment, like, when he left and joined the Straw Hats? Not left, but when he joined the Straw Hats initially the first time. But he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to
go off the seat by myself. I see it. What are you doing? We friends, ain't we? We going to get a seat.
Like, nigga, I thought you was supposed to be on this. Nigga. Come on, man.
You see, Oda already was. No, we going to get into that, actually. You know what? We're going to get into that a little bit more when we can. But let's drop some knowledge then. Fuck it. All right, so what's one of the first things you want to talk about? We could go down the order. We could go straight through the chapters because, you know what I mean, it don't really matter. Or we could talk about specific things you want to talk about. So it don't really matter.
All
right. So we just gonna go ahead and talk about Conjuro first. We see that he had got a group of people who didn't believe that this was going to happen. It looks like from the dialogue, but they got to intercept the small samurai party that's right there. And due to the dialogue, you hear them like, "Yo, they really are here. What the fuck are you talking about?" One of them was like, "Yo, I remember this dude from 20 years ago. That was at the event when this is about to happen." So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you gotta like the conflict here. I mean, we got a traitor and we got the original 9 red scabbings right here. You know, other than Momo, but he's not really a red scabbing. But we got the original group all right here in one spot, and they gotta confront this man who betrayed them. And I just thought it was a good interaction. I thought it was a good interaction. You could see Otiko, she wasn't playing those games. She's like, "Hey, listen, I hear you, but you gotta stop that shit. Let me just go ahead and get this work. Stop that bullshit. Come and get this work."
Okiko was playing Ghost of Tsushima. Was playing Ghost of Tsushima. He was
she went,
"Commander, I am Gene."
She said, "I am the ghost. And when you go to the afterlife, just know that the scars I give you will be there. Because you can't run from my scars."
But did you notice she had one panel? That one panel she had.
With what?
When she was crying.
Yeah.
So it's Conjuro did.
Talk about what she did to what he did
Conjuro.
to Momo. No, I'm talking about when Conjuro was talking about what he did to Momo, and Okiko was crying. Is that what you're talking about?
We know Momo got A-Town stunt. Nah, some shit else happened. It showed her crying, and then it showed the blood on the sword. So now she was the only one who intercepted Conjuro. What happened to Conjuro?
See, the crying came first. The crying came when they was still talking, when he was talking about what he did to Momo. And then that's when she was like, "Shut up. Hey, listen, you finna get this work." And then that's when they dashed towards each other. And then you get the blood.
Okay, so it's a different kind of crying scene in chapter. Hold on.
It's on chapter 4 through 5. Or
It's towards the end of the chapter. It's towards the end of the chapter.
Okay, so you're talking about the end of chapter 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to go hell man.
So let me see. What's the next thing? Oh, okay. So do you see Jerry?
Does he who?
Jerry.
Jerry?
Yeah. That's his name for me. The pirate. The
mouse pirate. Jerry's the name for you. What? Jerry who?
His name, he doesn't have a name. He's just a mouse pirate. Named Jerry. I'm just looking for Tomcat.
Are you talking about in the big panel? Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I see Jerry behind him.
Jerry.
Behind Conjuro. I got you.
Yeah, Jerry right there, yo.
I got you. All right, I see what you did here.
Yeah, I wonder what Jerry gonna do. Jerry Yonko's here, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Shit,
gonna at least get that.
So was Batman. Batman was Yonko's here.
Batman was trash, bro.
Batman was Yonko's here, apparently.
Nah,
I mean, motherfuckers was hyping that shit up. They for real was funny about that shit.
Let's get this out the way. The strongest one of the beast powers is Alpaca Man. That's the way. Alpaca Man is the strongest generic devil fruit holder, smile fruit holder, and the beast pirate.
You talking about Gazelle, man? Nigga, Gazelle, that Gazelle boy, he got that footers. He be taking kids and all.
I'm just letting you know, bro. Alpaca Man is the
goat. He be out of there. Beats pirates. He said beats pirates. Gang, gang. Beats pirates. Gang, gang.
That nigga booty cheek, bro. That nigga he's dog shit, bro. Nigga, what? So let me see what happened. Oh yeah, we got the next interaction with we got nigga. I'm sorry, I'm not really too interested in Inuyasha design. I still like Nekomamushi's better. I'm just saying.
You like it with the gun on his hand?
Yeah.
Come on, he said, you hear what Inuyasha said? He's like, yeah, listen, you talking all this shit, but this is my 2-sword style now. I do 2-sword style.
You inexperienced in 2-sword style. Don't talk that
Said,
shit.
no,
You
don't be
ain't
talking
even
shit.
Ross.
Go. He's like, go, man. Go,
No.
man. Yeah, that's
Hell
me.
Hell no.
He said, I will beat your
Hell
ass
no.
with a sword on my leg, and I'm going to make it a black blade by the end of the
Even damage Nekomamushi, nigga. You
He
gotta
said,
be
I'm going to
Messiah
make it a
level.
black blade before the end of the lineup. I'm just talking
I'm
shit.
letting you know, bro. You can only damage Nekomamushi on a Monday. I'm sorry.
Man,
Sorry.
why? Why? Because that's he hates Mondays. He
Exactly.
hates Mondays. They kind of catch
Exactly.
him slacking on Monday. All right, all right,
Exactly.
all right, all right.
And that's how he lost the arm
Hey,
jack.
listen, you can never say he's slacking. You can see he has it on
It was
him. He has it on him.
he has no. He has it on him now.
He
He
has it
had him on
on
him
him.
before. Now he has it on him.
Hey, but yo, we see the collision though. Hey man, I'm not really interested in that part either until they start doing some heavy shit. Maybe they run the rematch with Jack, but we see the clash. I know that we don't see the rest until the end, like you were saying, like the little panel you was talking about, which I do remember the panel you're talking about. So I know sure how that happened, but we go directly to Oda or Yamato and Luffy, and they're talking about her assumption. Pretty much, she's like, "Yo, pretty much. Long story short, I was assuming I could hop on your boat since you Ace's brother. I figured you'd give him a ride. You know what I mean? Ain't that usually how it works?" But he's like, "Yo, man, Oda was a good man. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not Oda." And she's like, "Okay, so you're like Oda, and I'm not." So in this dialogue, she's pretty much like, "Oh, it sounds like to her." She's comparing herself and Luffy and how Luffy is more Odin-like than her. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like it was more of like she understands Luffy's plot on her. And she was just like more like, bro, well, you beat his ass then. I'm like, okay, fuck it then. But like at the end of the day, like one thing I did see about that panel, I don't know if everybody else didn't see it or like noticed it or not, was that Luffy never denied her
No.
about letting her.
No, I never, I never seen the denial. Only thing he was talking to her about, like, "Oh, you're not Odin. You gotta be something. You know, you're not Odin." And
Man, you gotta sign your original name when you join.
this is one of those ones, or one of those parts that also, then I'm happy we got to read this version instead because with the translations were so booty. I'm not gonna lie, but at this part, like during this scene, they was pretty much in the translations before the original. They was pretty much saying like, "Oh, I was going to join Ace, but I was 8 years old at the time." I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What?
Right.
That don't make sense." And then they completely fixed that here, which now it's like, okay, you know what I mean? She pretty much been in prison with those chains on her since she was 8. And then what's better for it also is like in those translations, it pretty much makes it sound like Kaido was just beating the shit out of her, as, like just a child beater or some shit like that. But in this it's clearly stated like, yo, he always beat my ass every time I challenged him, which means she initiated a challenge to him. He treated her like any other pirate who initiated a challenge. Pretty much is how I see it. You know what I mean? And she got her ass whooped, just like Luffy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was good that they kind of fixed that a little bit, because they made it sound like before it's like, oh, she said she want to be Odin, so Kaido was like, nah.
Yeah, I even stop.
Fuck this. What the fuck you mean?
Your name is Yamato. Oh, damn. Yamato. Yeah, the Kunta Kinte moment right
there. Damn. But that little translation fixed that whole little thing for me, and that's definitely better. So, hey, Kaido's even more PC than I think. He's an equal opportunist. When people ask for ass beatings, he give them to them. I mean, I'm just saying, an equal opportunist.
LGBTQ 1, 2, 3 community.
Hey. Let's take the head on this one, bro. What's next?
All right. So the next thing we got is basically her saying like how she's pretty much trapped. And how like nigga, it doesn't matter. Like, it's been 20 years since she put it on, like the handcuffs on us, which means probably around the time after Ace left, he put the handcuffs on.
Also means she's 28, by the way.
Wait, so 8 years old.
20 years. She's 28, give or take, minimum 26.
So she already had the cuffs on.
Mm-hmm.
So that means she had the cuffs on when she met us.
Or she got the cuffs on during or after, like during that same year that Oda died. And then she we still got to figure out when she got a hold of the diary, which is also something that's relevant to her getting the cuffs, probably. Because that's probably what also made her push towards being Odin even more. So, but I'm thinking it's all in that 1 year, give or take, and she's about 28.
How old you, like 40?
40? She's not 40. She's not.
We gotta have a badass 40-year-old that don't look like Big Mom.
You gotta think. Momo's 28, ain't he?
Momo's trash.
But ain't that nigga 28?
I just know he's trash.
20-year time skip. He was like 8 at the time when he left or some shit.
He had the opportunity to one shot Conjure.
He's like, he stabbed him in the hand.
Stabbed him in the hand.
Let
me go.
Not the hand. Like, he's a whole ninja in this bitch. You gonna stab him in the hand?
I just imagine. Like, as soon as Momo ready with the knife, he was just like, come on, Brett, you underestimate my power. And just stabs Conjuro and shit and runs.
Not the power. You underestimate my power. Again.
So the guy, but fucking hilarious.
But yo, so Luffy, speaking of the same panel, Luffy asked her if he wanted her to take off the cuffs, which I would assume he was just going to do the same thing that Rayleigh did and everybody else did, to just break the cuffs. You know what I mean? It was Rio, like Io. I don't know why it's either G or R. It's one of the two.
I think it's Rio. I think it's Rio.
Is it Rio? Yeah.
Rio.
So he can end it. I don't know why he didn't take them off just then and there though, because we see later on she still has them on. Unless I'm tripping. Hold on.
No, the reason he didn't take them off is because Kaido begun his announcement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she did still got them on. Okay.
Like, they was like in the middle of it because it was like it's like, you don't understand. They have kept me trapped here for 20 years without ... It's been 2 years since Whitebeard, Steve. So it was interrupted. And they was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yo, hold up. They talking what they saying?
But yeah, but we already seen before that Luffy was able to control his Gyo when he initially confronted with had that confrontation with Yamato or Oden too. So with that being said, yeah, of course he's gonna have the ability to do that. But I also noticed in there that even though he had Ryo, it made an explosion, but it didn't damage it at all. And that wasn't even the gag scene. He was legit throwing the punch. He had the white outside rim with the small little dotted circle in the middle. But he was throwing the real punch. But in that sense, she's not damaged. So is it the possibility that second level opposite armament hockey is not as important as free just like? Because she didn't have no hockey on her. She just kicked the real punch. And fucking, I guess from her perspective, it looked like a regular fist because Luffy, from our perspective, he just had the energy around it. It didn't change color or anything. So she couldn't even really notice it was hockey, I guess. But it didn't really do no damage to her. Just like, and it's like on the opposite end when he fought Katakuri, and Katakuri did second form or block Mochi, it did way more damage when Luffy had his armament hockey stacked on top. And she didn't have shit.
I mean, that's something we're gonna have to find out. Yeah, shit. Hey, listen. When it comes to Daria, I don't know how far along. You can see he's starting to get control of it, and you know, like they practiced for almost or trained for like what, a week at one point.
A little bit longer than a week.
After they escaped from Udon prison. So we still don't see what Luffy, and we know Luffy learns fast. Once he got the basics of something, he usually learns fast and improves it quick, because he is a battle genius. But yo, so we finally get the announcement of the century. This announcement is as big as Sengoku's announcement and motherfucking Marine Fort. This motherfucking announcement is telling y'all it's over. This world is about to fall. There's a new king and queen in this motherfucker, and their name is Kaido and Big Mama. Mama, you feel me? Now this motherfucking speech, yo, listen, when I was fucking reading this motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie, I was just getting hyper and hyper and hyper. And I'm like, yo, about 3-4 years ago, when Oda was telling us that Wano was going to blow the lid off of Marineford, I don't know how many people honestly believe that. You know what I mean? But he's starting to show us some shit that might make it true. And we're talking about two of the biggest pirates in the world going after the ancient weapons. And they did it in this order. They saying they're going to get the One Piece. But first they have to obtain the ancient weapons first, so they could put the world in fear. Listen, before I go too deep into it, bro, what do you think about that speech?
I think first, the Paramount War speech, whatever. I'm not even the biggest fan of the Paramount War, honestly, because it's a battle royale arc. Can we all agree with that? Everybody pretty much.
Yeah, you have people who have their own agendas. You had the 7 warlords who really, you know what I mean, give or take. You had some helping the actual pirates, some helping.
You can really honestly say that all the warlords was playing half-assed.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody was actually serious, I don't think.
Except
I mean, fuck that nigga though, bro. He was fuck that nigga, bro. It is what it is. I know motherfuckers want him to come to Wano and shit like that. Like, I ain't feel for it. But it is what it is, bro. But yeah, other than that motherfucker, I don't say there was no warlord actually being serious, other than Hancock when it came to anybody trying to hurt Luffy. I'd say so.
Honestly, if Ace wouldn't have died in the Paramount War, it would have been just another war arc in One Piece.
Right. If Ace wouldn't have died, I mean, but then again, if Whitebeard had died, there still would have been some things that probably would have changed. Would Ace? Okay, let's say Ace lived, and this is hypothetical. I know we kind of going off meat real quick, but we usually do that sometimes. Hypothetically speaking, when it comes to Ace, let's say he lived. Let's say they got away and Whitebeard and them got away. Well, not Whitebeard, because let's say Whitebeard died. He took too many wounds to walk away from that, regardless, while Ace was still alive. So Whitebeard's dead, Ace is still alive. Does he do the same thing Marco did? Do he do a payback war for Whitebeard? Do he end up putting himself in the same situation he put himself in the first time, but this time only taking his crew with him? What would be the different things that would have paid off if Ace did survive? Yeah, it probably would have been another war, but low key, what if it low key would have been worse if he would have lived? You know what I mean?
Would have been worse.
Revenge is a motherfucker. And he could have took his whole crew to death. Going versus, you know what I mean? Going after Whitebeard and shit. We don't know. We know, or Ace, or Blackbeard. Yeah, you know what I mean. Or Ace going after Blackbeard after the war or whatever if he lived, hypothetically speaking. We have no clue how that paid off. I feel like Whitebeard Pirates still would have lost most of their territory because it's still the same army. The only difference is Ace is
commander.
Alive. You know what I mean? Ace is alive. That's the only difference. And to be honest, Marco probably still would have been the lead one because he was still more experienced. Exactly. So, either way, if Ace didn't die then, he probably would have died sooner or later. If we want to keep it a buck, you know what I mean? Because that's exactly what got him killed in the first place, because of his mentality. You know what I mean? And that's not a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Because I fuck with Ace. But in reality, nigga, you just could have kept walking.
That's the thing about that. That's the thing about that, bro. If Ace would have survived, Whitebeard would have survived.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think Whitebeard already took that hit to the face before that. Like, and we know in the manga, that was his whole head, bro. He wasn't coming back from that. And that was his whole, exactly, that was his whole look. There was no coming back from that. You gonna bandage that up? Nah, bro. Nah, you ain't bandaging that shit up. You ain't coming back. His whole mentality to keep pushing from then on out was to make sure that Ace got out. After Ace died, he was like, fuck it. Let's go in. Let me go in until the rest of my crew can get out of here, and I'm going to die regardless. Anyway, I already failed my mission. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how that went down.
So he was going to die. Fail at all the Yonkos. Did Whitebeard truly fail as a Yonko?
Whitebeard failed as a Yonko? No, far from it. Because he lost the battle don't mean he failed as a Yonko. He was a Yonko for we say the last 20 years.
He lost a war. He didn't lose a battle. He lost a war.
I say a war that they was already
that they had the upper hand on.
They didn't have. I want to say the Whitebeard Pirates had the upper hand. They didn't have the upper hand. It was definitely. They had to fight their way through a military defense that is fucking.
Well, I'm saying they had the element of surprise. That's what I mean by the upper hand. They had the element of surprise.
But did they know? Because they knew they was coming. Everybody knew they was coming. The only difference is how they came. You know what I'm saying? They was prepared for the Whitebeard Pirates. They was like, yo, after this is why they had everybody stationed like, yo, these niggas gonna come. It ain't no way they finna let them die. Like let Ace die. So they're gonna pull up anyway. It's just where they gonna pull up from. And they was like, oh, okay. There's no sign of it. Oh, wait. There's more. Hang on to your seats, baby. Because this one's a screamer. Nigga came from out of the water. You feel me?
Wait. Why you sound like make it seem like that trash ass niggas on that crew?
He came out of the water. You feel me?
You know what trash ass nigga I'm talking about, right?
What trash ass nigga?
You started DJing like he was Apu or something. For I know I can't make disrespect.
Like who?
Yes, Apu.
Apu? Oh, no. Apu, nigga. No,
even though he wants out of the
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, there's a lot of things Apu for Yonko. No. There's a lot of fucking elements when it comes to that Whitebeard War. Did he fail as a Yonko? No, he was the world's strongest man, and they know that his power kept people in balance. I mean, kept the powers in balance. He was no slacker. And when he fell, a lot of things fell with it. Well, people was like, yo, what the fuck's gonna happen now? You know what I mean? Like, it was Yonko. Like Yonko wise, he was a good Yonko. But I will change what you said. He did lose a war. So you're right. It wasn't just no regular battle. It was a war. That was calling all troops and everybody you could. Even though they had the upper hand, he still did it. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for Shanks, that's all I'm saying. If it wasn't for Shanks, it would have been worse.
Way more casualties.
It would have been worse on two occasions. One, the nigga Kaido and his crew probably would have showed up if he wouldn't have intervened, apparently. Two, if he wouldn't have intervened, Kobe would be dead, Luffy would be dead, Jinbei would be dead, most of the pirates would be dead.
Luffy would have been dead.
Yeah, I think Luffy would have been dead. Luffy would have been dead, bro.
This is his story. I'm sorry, he still has plot.
Of course, if his story, but in reality, if it wasn't for armor,
he would have never made it out the barrel.
Luffy would be gone 100%. There's no.
He would have been gone.
Like he would have been gone in chapter 3.
No, he would have stopped at He would have stopped at Crocodile.
Man.
Really, he would have stopped at Buggy.
That's all I'm saying. So real.
He would have stopped at Longtown. Lightning strike. Lightning strike.
He said, my father saved him. My father had to save me. You feel me? He didn't even know that.
He didn't know that nigga.
But yo, that's what I think about that. Kaido and Big Mom is about to start a whole. This is what Garp was warning people about, and now we see why.
So, in my stream, I feel like this is what's gonna happen. Kaido's getting put down this hard. We know that. Oda's gonna pull out the Madara, the Kaguya Uchiha, Ususuki out his hat and shit, and have him kill. Yeah, rock on his take out Kaido. So, but anyway, look, Kaido's going down this road. We know for sure. We know for a fact. Big Mom, she's gonna flee. You know, and you know what's gonna make her mad? That this little runt took down the strongest creature, right? It was the cause of the strongest creature getting taken down. You feel me? So now she's gonna go to Luffy's territory.
Yeah, you think he's gonna go to Fishman Island, and that's gonna be the beginning. See, when I think of the Fishman Island destruction and stuff like that, that prophecy, pretty much.
You think in game?
I think in game, and that's just because it's one of those things where it's like it's gonna be symbolic. Like, okay, you don't need Fishman Island no more. We don't need this shit no more. You're not coming back here. Let's destroy this motherfucker, just in case. And the prophecy actually be real. Like Luffy did destroy Fishman Island because there was no reason to go back. I don't know how to be done. I can tell you. I would have to think more about that. But yeah, but I also like what you're saying, like the destruction of Fishman Island happened during a battle instead. Luffy is a part of it. Not only symbolically, like, okay, we don't need this place anymore, but it was just a casualty zone because somebody was trying to make
a point.
A point, yeah, exactly. So
and we know Big Mom is that big. And we know Big Mom is gonna send, and that's the place where she actually talks shit. The chest came from there.
That's where it began. But see, you know what's crazy though? What if? All right, so they told us a few times that Fishman Island is right underneath the red line. When the red line fall, what if Luffy did what he did to destroy the red lines? The red line fall. It falls on Fishman Island, destroy Fishman Island. Most of the people are out of there. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, something has to be going on to where like there's gonna have to be some evacuations or something. So nobody's gonna be there. But what if it's just a casualty of the red line falling? He's destroying it. Like a bunch of things at once is all happening. You know what I'm trying to say? Red line fall, all blue is made. Fishman Island is destroyed. Let's say all at once. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it'll be weird. Like all the prophecies you heard just all at once. you get everything.
But I don't think so. The only thing about that I have a problem with is it being
Luffy. I mean, hey, we know Luffy has something to do with it.
No, if he has something to do with it, cool. But I feel like it should be one of the ancient weapons.
I mean,
the ancient weapon can take the prophecies, and then because of the ancient weapons, the prophecies are coming true. So even if he is on Poseidon, you know, he's riding Shirahoshi, he's telling Shirahoshi, you have to do this, we have to destroy it. Woo, at the bam. Come on, weak Hoshi, woo, at the bam. Destroy it. And nigga, that's still him doing the same thing, you feel me? Still him being the cause of the destruction, but it gives also that much power and authority to the ancient weapons too.
Oh man, that's why we still got to figure out what the fucking ancient weapons is. It's pretty much what I'm trying to say. If it's true, we know Poseidon is fucking Shirahoshi.
Yeah.
We know that's Poseidon. If we're going off the same thing and they all living beings, we can make an argument that Momo's probably one, saying he could control Zunisha.
Shout out Return Library of O'Hara and Return the Nigga, that theory,
man,
fire.
All I'm saying is that could definitely be the case. Is Momo that, you know what I mean, being Uranus or what was it? Poseidon, Uranus, and Neptune? Nah, I'm thinking about ocean, huh?
Uranus, Poseidon.
Pluton, Uranus, and Poseidon. See, it's been a while since we actually, like, other than, like, them saying ancient weapons, it's been a while since we actually got the ancient weapons names, but most people should already know. But if they're all pretty much living beings, have we already met them all? Have we already met the two? Why do Isama have a picture of Vivi? Is she one of them? We knew that one of the weapons was in Alabasta, and we never seen it.
So, and if that's the case, to certify Luffy as a Yonko, especially after this arc, Momo has to come with if he's a weapon.
Yeah, Momo has to stay in Ogashima. He has to stay in Wano.
He has to, but I'm saying if this is, I seen that bitch go past. I seen that bitch go past.
Yeah,
nigga.
man, this motherfucker fucking fool, man.
So you're gonna, I'm not gonna say trade Yamato for Momo, you feel me? But like when push comes to shove, we're gonna have to see Momo again.
Momo, when it comes to Momo, we're gonna see Momo in the end game if he is an ancient weapon. We're going to find that out fairly soon, I think. Which, hey, listen.
Could that be the thing to take out Kaido?
Hey, man, when it comes to Momo, peep game, we see him on Executionary Block. We the only people, like, the people that was on Zunisha is the only people who know that Momo could communicate and control a whole fucking ancient monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the only ones who know that. Kaido and them don't know that. They low-key might be ending up about to execute one of the ancient weapons and don't even know it. You know, like, it's a wild thought. This motherfucker Flaky's fucking with me. It's like right here. I don't know if you see that motherfucker. Man, I swear to God, this motherfucker pissing me off, bro. I fucking hate the summertime sometimes, man. It's hot as hell. These motherfucking flies fucking with me. But,
yeah, year long, bro.
Man, but hey, but nah, they might be low key about to make a mistake and they haven't even realized it. And that's kind of funny. But when it comes to the ancient weapons, there's still a lot of things. When it comes to Fishman Island, it's so many things that play. And oh man, God, that's why I hope I could just live to see it all happen right now. Because man, it's so many things that play that we got to see turn around. So many things that play that we have to see. Oh, you good? You keep your camera up. You want me to transition?
You good, bro? I'm smoking the square.
Oh, you good? I had made just the audio.
Smoke tobacco. I don't give a fuck about weed. Smoke tobacco.
It's cool, bro. I switched it over. If you could see you good? You can go back to your camera if you want. Just let me know when you're good, and I'll transition back over to the main screen.
I know we good, bro.
But yeah, I forgot. I was losing train of thought. But for the most part, I think we went over it. We started kind of going off the rails a little bit. Talk about some.
This is very important. This is very important.
Yeah, it's important. It's important to the topic at hand. Some of it is. Some of it is like, a what if scenario. But it is still kind of important.
Is Zunisha the last race?
Is Zunisha race alive? I mean, I don't know. Could they be elephants and stuff? Just like ancient giants or the descendants or the ancestors of normal giants?
Probably just like giant ass elephants, like since they're all in a pack and shit, it could be like an anomaly in the new world, you feel me?
Once again, whoever came up with the continental fucking he might just be a continental puller. I don't. When it comes to the Zanisha phase, it's not even just the race. When it comes to a lot of things about the One Piece world, I'm hella fascinated about it because the size comparison to a lot of these things it's wild to me. And how the whole, this world could handle all these big ass creatures, like ancient giants, creatures like Zunisha who has 4 islands on them. Motherfucking 9 moons, and we know for a fact that they're space pirates and all this. There's so much stuff about One Piece, man. Like when it comes to.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm gonna keep it. People always bring up space pirates, bro.
Yeah, no, hey, bro, don't sleep, and it's just because it makes it. All right, so.
I feel like they're researchers.
Just peep game like this. How would you felt if? Would you have felt different about the Kaguya situation if they let us know beforehand in Naruto that there was some aliens out there? Like honestly, would you have been okay with that?
Yeah, I would have been okay with that.
You say you wouldn't have been okay with that? Would you?
I would have been okay with that.
You would have been okay with that. See, at least One Piece gave us the opportunity to give it. When I say over 10 years plus, opportunity to tell us like, yo, don't forget about space. There's 9 moons. There's something off about this world. There's 9 moons. There's a huge planet. There's a huge red line. There's so many artificial things about this planet. So many things that's like different. And when you think about the real world, you're like, damn, how's this? How's this? You know what I mean? Some of the technology that's in the One Piece world, the devil fruit itself, the fact that there is life outside of the planet with its own like civilizations and things that probably connects to the Void Century. It all interests me. The space pirates is not a big deal. It's just the fact that there are pirates in space. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about pirate. When we think of One Piece, we're only thinking about the sea. But there's literal space pirates. You know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, that's fascinating. It's not like the space pirates are hard. It looked like Enel went up there and beat their ass.
Them niggas trash. Niggas.
And from a lot of aspects, it looked like maybe they was like robots actually.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there was automatons.
I'm gonna transition back over real quick since you're good. But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things about that. It's not no throwaway. Just like it's, we at what, 985? Damn, we at 985. That's crazy. Think about it. Go all the way back to 900 to 910 when we first hear about rocks. Was that a throwaway line? Hell no, bro. There's some things that's often to pop up from even the shit that happens in the cover pages that's all canon and eventually all come back up, bro.
On that long ass tangent, Tony.
I'm saying, bro.
Nigga, all I said was them niggas is trash from a combat perspective. And them
Nigga,
niggas probably
fuck the combat perspective. It's the fact they exist, nigga.
Yeah, I said they were probably researchers and archaeologists. The niggas trash from.
Hey, regardless, that's not interesting to you. Hey, y'all gonna listen when I preach. Y'all gonna listen to the gospel, nigga.
That prophecy. I'm walking out of church.
Hey, nah. You know, hey, but before you go, you gotta put that 100 in the donation box. Feel me? You can't just, you gotta put it in. Or you can't leave the motherfucking church.
Shit.
You can't leave the church, nigga.
Y'all ass what this church did. I'm gonna throw the Bible at your ass.
And plus, nigga, you wasn't even talking. You was smoking a square, so I had to talk.
Nigga, I was in that bitch listening. Like, damn, Tony, why did you just go so crazy for? Because I called the space pirates trash.
Hey, man, I'm not saying they not trash. I even agree with you. I said Enel went up there, beat their ass in. I think they robots anyway. I'm just saying that the fact that there's shit outside of the planet, you know what I mean? It's all fascinating.
That's the only reason why, honestly, the space pirates is the thing. That's the key to the One Piece. That's the only reason why. Like, I am a firm believer of the One Piece is on one of the moons.
You think? Hey, it'd be like some what's that? Stargate when you could, it's something on the ground on Earth and you could just go through the portal and it teleports you out of space somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or what? You think?
Remember the water spout? Who was able to get to the clouds to the water spout? It could be like another method. You feel me? But like,
man, like I don't know about that one, Chief.
One of the. Listen, bro, just listen. Mr. Prophecy. Let you go on your tangent. Pete, one of the grandest things in human history is the space race.
Mm-hmm. Which people still argue about to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to the space race, there's a lot of shit that still don't add up. but I mean,
historically speaking, not we talking history books here. We're not talking about the shit that we actually know. What goes on?
Yeah, don't get me started on history. Don't get me started. Get to your point, because I don't want to get started on that shit. Let's go. Go ahead.
History book, bro. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what me or you do unless we're in a history book. Unless we're in some type of something that's going to stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm. And that's fact.
Even if it's construed. So with this situation, now, Roger, you can say Roger was the first person to go to space. But now everybody else what if something happens that everybody goes, it's like we know that all the Yonkos is gonna pretty much come at one point. They're gonna just have one big ass fight, right? Including Luffy, Blackbeard, all of them. Probably not Blackbeard, but Luffy, Big Mom, Kaido. I don't think it's gonna be Wano, you feel me? But like I feel like it's gonna be like Wano, like Kaido's not gonna be like done for good here. Like it's gonna be on some revenge, payback bullshit, you feel me? But then they found out, oh, we caught up to him on this island, and then they found out at the same time that One Piece is in space. Now it's a space race.
I mean, shit, that'd be interesting. I wouldn't be mad if it was or some shit like that. I don't know. I would tell you there's one theory, like, you know, that they say one of the moons is pretty fucking close to Earth. And that's why I was gonna try to agree with you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, somebody did make that theory that since one of the motherfucking moons are really close to Earth, like it looks like it's really fucking close to Earth, like it's like damn near in that motherfucker. Using one of those water sprouts to hit one of those and still be on the moon, you would still be low key correct. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not so sure, but that's the good thing about having conversations about this. Like, and having conversations like this, you can enlighten me a little bit and let me know. That's definitely dope. Like, oh shit, the One Piece is on the moon. All pirates, we gotta go to space. Space race, baby. Ships. Hey, look, ships turn into pirate ships. I mean, shit, you got the Sunny who could literally blast off like Team Rocket. So I mean, hey,
You have
the Sunny literally have rockets on the back of it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so your whole like One Piece, the One Piece is in space. That could be true. But we are getting told multiple times that it is a island. You know what I'm saying? That the island, it is an island.
It's 7 moons.
So, hey, I'm just...
It's 7 moons.
7 moon? The 7th moon?
No, it's 7 moons. So
7 moons, yeah.
That could be... It's called the Endless Verse. I'm looking at that damn thing. That nigga's annoying. But yeah, it's called the Endless Verse. It's literally called, just like we got East Blue, South Blue, West Blue, North Blue, Grand Line, fucking Red Line. We got fucking the Calm Belt. We got the New World, and then the last piece of the lore that Oda made canon with Enel, because that was his goal. Mm-hmm. He has to make Enel relevant again, or we have to go to the moon, and that's part of the world. Is called Endless Verse.
Enel is going to help with the end game, whatever it is. He tried so hard and wanted to be a god. His name was literally God, and he was never really one. He was like Old Testament, if anything. So what if we see a new Enel, a New Testament that can help push forward? I know that's also random, but also to your whole the island being one of the moons. You said 7 moons. Do you remember King Kai planet? And how small it was, and how little it was compared to it. A moon that's small enough to be on Earth, floating in the, you know what I mean, kind of like one of those, like you said, with the cloud peoples and the stuff in the clouds. But what if it's low key just the moon, a small moon, where the One Piece could be at? That's considered an island that you have there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm trying every way to try to think of it like, yo, yeah, that'd be dope. Regardless, like if it is on the moon, if it's on One Piece, if it's outer space, if it's in here.
Because that'll be the only thing that makes sense. What's one thing that you can't touch, that the people can't touch? Even if the world government knows that it's there, you feel me? Mm-hmm. If their plan is to hide it from the common people, nobody's going to be able to get there. Gold Roger went to the last island already. He went through the entire New World. So that's what gave him the title of Pirate King. He went to the last island. He was like, damn, now I got to double back. I go somewhere I've never been before. So if he went to Sky Island,
because
everything already.
You know, he already traveled.
He went to space.
Apparently, if I remember correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. When he traveled the world, like you said, he already traveled the whole world. Then he found out what he needed for that last piece to get it. So then he had to do it all over fucking again. So whatever the fuck it was there. So I don't know, damn bro, that's something else. I'm gonna have to sit there and think about it. Like, yeah, I do remember that and him saying that and him having to circle, like, have to go
double back
the whole world again. And he had to do it faster this time because he was sick. because he was sick. And like that goes back
That's
to
how
one of
you
the
got all this.
conversations we had a while back when we were saying like I don't know who was saying that, but it was like Big Mom, he didn't want to fight Big Mom because he was on time frame because he was sick. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But he also, everybody admits to Big Mom's strength. So I couldn't just throw him that one. But yeah, when it comes to Roger's second voyage, he was definitely on a time frame because he was sick and he wanted to find the One Piece. So, yeah, bro.
And I spent the last few years of my life for this. Laughed him and began like he read the last piece of the puzzle and was like, damn, I spent the last few years of my life for this.
Like, and I started laughing, and he's still, and then his last thing is pretty much saying like, damn, we found it too early. There's not even nothing we can do about it. So it's also, it might have been timing also.
And in One Piece, they always like Oda always makes sure that he has Island behind it, Raijin Island, Dressrosa Island. Roger's name just plays Laughter. He didn't put Island behind. He just said we're gonna call it Laughter.
All right. So we only have 2 more pages, and I'm gonna go because we almost about to hit the hour mark, and I feel like it'd be good to just like what I mean. We keep it, and we be talking.
yeah, we didn't
be having hours. But so there's 2 things pretty much big that is left. Well, I'll say 3. Kaido hitting Orochi with that you know what? Fuck it. He just said we're gonna make a Lunchable today, and we're gonna just go on ahead and off with the man's head. He pulled the Ned Stark. You already know how I feel about it. He shouldn't have talked that shit. He tried to leave the wall. I don't know what the fuck he tried to do, but Orochi is done for. And now he's not really. You know what I really think. You seen my review. You know what I think. But I thought this was a nice touch.
Not peep game.
If that makes sense.
Peep game. I think Orochi's dead. You want to say why I think Orochi's dead? What is the war called? What is the war that? This is the beginning of the war. What is the war called? The Throne Wars. Oda said himself he's a big Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah, I know. I tell people that all the time. You already know I know.
How did the confrontation begin? Out with the Ode, right? Mm-hmm. The killing of Ned Stark. That's how the initial story really began.
That's how the throne. That's how the Clash of Kings began. You know what I mean? That's how the second book. The beginning of everything did start with the death of Ned Stark. Now, it was already brewing up before that, and I know we're talking about Game of Thrones a little bit, but it is relevant because, like he said, Oda did say he is a fan of Game of Thrones. I see a lot of Game of Thrones in One Piece all the time now, and you could pretty much compare Luffy to Jon Snow if you really wanted to, in the fantasy aspects and the dragons and stuff like that. But like you said, when it comes to that, Orochi could be dead. Now, the only reason I would also agree with that is because if that fruit pop up just like that, who would you give it to? Now, low-key, I think Yamato has a fruit. But then again, she might not because I don't know if the bomb collars are the same, are used with sea stone prism also. You know what I'm trying to say? Because if the stone columns are the columns that blow up and shit like that, if they not sea stone prism, which I don't think they are, because Luffy just used them in the new episode. I guess he had that on instead of sea stone cuffs, and he could use all his stuff. So I was gonna say, if Yamato is not a devil fruit user, and Orochi devil fruit pop back up, you know what I mean? You could give Yamato that dragon fruit, that hydra fruit.
So so one thing, that's what the anime differs from the manga, because Oda said himself in the manga that they were still sea stone prism cuffs. They were just weak enough for them to be able to move and do their work.
Okay, no, not that part. It was the collar, the explosive collar. I'm talking about not the sea stone cuffs, the explosive collar.
I was thinking about the collars like from Whole Cake Island.
See, no. Okay, so right now in Udon prison, fucking Queen took away Luffy's sea stone cuffs and put on the explosive.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you see what I mean? And he was like, okay, now I ain't got the sea stone cuffs on no more. I'm good. I'm cool. Yamato don't have sea stone cuffs on. She has the collar. She has the explosive. Which is why she was like, yo, I don't know, they might actually blow up, for real. I don't know if my dad was just telling me that or if they really gonna blow up, but so they not sea stone cuffs. So if she don't have a devil fruit, is pretty much what I'm saying. And you right, yeah, Orochi actually is dead. That'll make sense if you can give Yamato that devil fruit real quick and she'd be a dragon also. You know what I mean? I mean, I know you remember Mortal Kombat, the one-headed dragon versus the Hydra dragon. Liu Kang versus Shao Kahn. I'm just saying, I don't know, bro. It'd be nice to have a dragon help.
Maybe dragon and shit.
A dragon help.
Like a lesser dragon than her father, because they already called it generic ass Thunder Bagua.
Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? Now you got a whole dragon also. It's like, Dad, I'm tired of your shit. I'm a dragon now too. I'm tired of the dragon. So, like you said, we all kind of came to the same conclusion. I think, like, hold up, he's a Hydra. Can't he just grow another head? But you might be right. I mean, hey, I'm trying to come up with a reason why he could actually be dead, and this could be it. And it's also
he's a Yonko.
Do what?
Because if it was any other character, bro, I would question it. It's Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
Oda is giving this man his respect right now. Like Kaido is making his mark in One Piece by saying, I'm the first person to kill somebody in real time. Yeah, this is the new confrontation to the Throne Wars.
And it's leaking, and like Kay said, and that was a real boss move. All right, y'all. Y'all gonna either become pirates or die.
but did Joffrey not tell that to Ned Stark Knights after he cut his head off? Like, so either y'all gonna bend the knee or we're gonna kill you guys too. And they all up the swords and surrounded them. And what they do? Bend the fucking knee. So
my girl Big Mom over there rolling. That's the type of humor. But man, she start rolling like this again got chopped off. I'll wait it. The second thing, I'm happy I got your perspective on that. You know how I feel. The second thing was the panel you wanted to talk about. It was the panel with Okiku.
Yep.
And becomes the flower capital. But yeah, we see her, we see the sword. We don't see anybody else. So, what do you think? You think it was another ink puppet by him? Was it actual Kanjuro? Is that actual blood or ink? We don't know. We probably won't know until a few chapters from now or the anime. But yeah.
Maybe ink because I don't see drip. Usually when it's blood, Oda puts drip. That shit say raw.
Because we already know he could clone himself. It'd be stupid for him to fucking talk that shit in front of them. I mean, I know he got some backup, but
it's not.
He don't know the Beast Pirates like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if Kanjuro's really smart and he's not acting no more, he gonna send another ink puppet. That's what I do. Why would I send myself? I ain't gonna do that shit. And pretty much that is pretty much it. Other than Yamato getting named the new Shogun, and her being like, hell no. So if you want, what's your thoughts on all that, bro? You can tell me what's up with that.
What's that?
Just the last part, because we just went over Orochi. So what did you think about the Yamato being named Shogun, pretty much? And now they call him Autotopiropo. So next chapter we should probably see Autotopiropo.
I don't give a fuck about Yamato being called Shogun because that's not gonna happen. Y'all, that's not really shit. That was just them to give an excuse because either Luffy was gonna run up by himself, but that was an excuse for her to run after Luffy just for them to show like that's female Luffy.
And I love it.
Yeah, that's why I feel like she's gonna join the crew.
Oh yeah.
Like she has that Odin. She gonna have that Odin that what's over here? And she's gonna run off with Luffy ass.
I'm with it. Yamato needs to be a part of the Straw Hats. I am.
She already has the vibe, bro. She's
a Straw Hat already.
She has the backstory. Once I heard the backstory and the vibes, it was over with.
Now, the last thing we have to talk about is the fact that it says the next chapter will be August 21st. That's a whole month.
21st.
August 21st.
Second. August 2nd.
Is that a second? Okay,
Yeah,
that's it. I'm not zoomed in on it. Hey, this
Oh,
nigga said
man,
21st. This nigga zoomed in and look close. Nigga,
Oh,
hold on.
hey, I had to get up. Hold on. 21st. I asked you.
Yeah, that is a second. Okay, I got my shit minimized and I could barely see it. That's on me. My apology. I literally got it just like this, and I had to zoom in on it.
Bro, I do want to do like something in between time for like the podcast and shit, bro. I do want to do like just like us like doing like a theory video type shit, bro. Like,
oh yeah, I'm down for it. You already know, and we want to have more guests. I know it's too bad that we couldn't have anybody today, but we will try to get people when we can. But y'all know how it is. Most of the people be busy. Most of y'all be busy, and I know how it be. But with that being said, overall, I enjoyed this chapter. This chapter had me on one. It was A1 to me. I would definitely give it a solid. Now, before I go, I know we gotta look. We gotta have a motherfucking standard when it comes to chapters. And that's all I'm saying. We have to have a standard when it comes to chapters, man.
If you say 10 out of 10, I'm leaving.
Come out of here, man. No, this not no 10 out of 10, bro. Stop playing. No, it's not 10. That's what I'm saying. We gotta have standards. Okay. We gotta have standards. It was a good chapter. It had me hyped. I was loving it. But it also got action. I love my story. It's got action sometimes. But I give it a solid 7.5. If you want to be honest, it's solid. That's still above average. That's still great to me. That's still good to me. But we still have to be, when it comes to rating these motherfuckers, we have to have standards. Every chapter is not a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But hey, depending on the chapter and how it makes you feel, I give it a 7.
Me personally, if Orochi's dead, I give it an 8. If Orochi's not dead, it's 4.
Woo! If Orochi's not dead, it definitely drops down about. I want to drop it down like that. Like that's the hardest depth. That's a 6-point depth.
Wait, and the reason I say that, bro, is because all we got was dialogue, unimportant dialogue. We got shit here. We're gonna go get the interrupt and shit, but we know pirate alliances fall through, so that shit's not gonna. They're gonna do that shit separately. They're not gonna do it together. You feel me? By the end of the arc, so that's not gonna. All that shit's not gonna really amount to shit. Yamato becoming Shogun not gonna be amount to shit. All that shit's not gonna amount. That's just hoo-ha, get you hyped bullshit.
Ooh,
but like, if Orochi died, this is actually a staple in One Piece right now.
And if Orochi died, that'll also still be good because, like you said, he don't even matter for real. The real Shogun is right there anyway. We're talking about Momonosuke, and we're gonna have Oda on the ship. So it will all work out perfectly if Orochi is dead. And like you said, if Orochi actually is dead, for me, it'll go up about 2 points. So it'll be 9. Probably 8.5.
If he's alive, it's just like them, all that shit for what? For what? Like we know, like at this point, we know Orochi's trash, bro. What the fuck he gonna do? Hybrid? He gonna come full zone? Come on now, dog. We don't care about that shit. He's already overlived. This is his. He got all the karma up until now. He got his karma right now. This is the hype for his character. No, it's not even that. This is literally just the height of his character because this is what he was meant for. Just like how Joffrey was built. Spoiler alert!
Woo! Hey, I wouldn't even do it. Because Game of Thrones is a hitter and you should check it out when it comes to motherfucking books. But the show was good. You definitely like the show too. I love the show.
Do you want to do the podcast for the books, the Black Council podcast today as well?
Today? Probably not, because I want to stream for Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, well, I'm waiting for it.
But yo, with that being said, hey, if y'all catching this on YouTube later, make sure y'all come sub to both of our pages because we will be streaming the BBB Podcast in about 2 weeks. Like you said, he will probably do more if we try to figure out something we can do beforehand.
Probably like something later next week.
If we can have a good discussion with somebody or get somebody to actually join us, we do. Hey, listen, it'll probably be funny. It just depends. We probably have some conversations. Probably a few conversations we could get out of some of these. Just fucking episodes. We talked about a few things we could have some conversations. But as always, I am Tony the Prophecy.
I'm Wolphnara.
And you can catch us here or on his page, or you can catch us on YouTube at Tony the Prophecy, and you can catch Wolphnara at Wolphnara. With that being said, I'm out. Peace. I enjoyed everything today. It was a great conversation. I enjoy y'all for watching, and we will see y'all next time.